You see Cole with his hands folded, with his pointer fingers up to the bridge of his nose, looking intently at this.
Jarek looks over briefly and says, "You have some keys," and throws like all three keys.
I'm curious, does Jarek take any glance or anything at what Keen has, or is he just completely ignoring what's going on over there?
Jarek had to have looked as he was backing away, but Jarek is not like, like, oh, let me see that, so much as like, has this man not heard of like how this whole like alchemist thing works, or like explosions happen? Like,
Well, I will let you know
no.
that Jarek would know instantly upon seeing it that it looks like a phylactery full of blood, and you know that opening phylacteries kill whoever owns the phylactery. That's kind of the reason they exist.
That's not a negative.
Right. Not saying it is, just letting you know the facts.
Well,
Yeah.
didn't if this is Gov's phylactery, didn't he want us to shatter him in the first place?
We can use it to control him.
I mean, I specifically remember he wanted us to destroy it.
Who cares what demons want?
I don't remember.
I'm still opening it, by the way.
Baby Junior's still sniffing it. She's none the wiser.
No, Jarek, he's recognized this as he's backing away.
It's a Mass Effect moral here.
And Jarek, figures that it is what we're looking for anyway. Although he will. Does he care enough about the illusion? Nah, he doesn't care enough. Jerry doesn't say anything.
All right, Keen, you crack open the bottle, and hang on, I gotta sneeze.
Gotta snee. Gotta snee. Gotta snee.
Okay, sorry. You crack open the bottle.
Me.
The top kind of pops off, and you are assailed by the smell of fresh blood. The contents inside looks like green. Well, it looks green, but it smells like blood.
Baby Junior will start growling at that.
Baby Junior realizes instantly this smells like that blue guy. Not that blue guy, but the other blue guy. The one you met earlier.
Baby Junior will start barking at Keen and like wagging her tail because we found what we were looking for.
We did it. We did it.
We did it.
I don't know
Hooray.
what you want, Baby Junior. Do you want it? Do you want this?
Baby Junior cannot
Smells like
understand
blood.
you, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
Baby Junior kind of cocks
She
her head to
only
the
hears
side.
chitter, 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 chitter.
Baby Junior, chitter, 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 Baby Junior.
Finn and Cole are still staring at this thing. Like,
I know, like the keys that Jarek threw at Cole, like hit his chest, and literally he felt nothing.
Hey guys. Hey guys. I
What
found
is
this weird thing.
We've also found this weird thing.
It smells like blood.
blood.
Maybe it fits in here.
Yeah. I mean,
Bark, 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 bark.
it doesn't look like blood because it's all green and stuff, but I mean,
I think
Smells
this
like
is
blood.
it. I think this is what we're looking for. BJ's giving me that look, the A-OK look.
so this is the phylactery?
Yeah, I guess so. What do we do with it? What
You said to destroy it.
You said to destroy it.
how
Okay.
do we just throw it on the ground, or do we have to do some kind of weird magical thing, or we have to?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Keen raises it up and throws it down on the ground.
Okay. Can Keen Baby Junior, Finn, and Cole each roll for me a dexterity check.
But I'm behind whatever this thing is.
That's okay. You know what? That's a good point. So just Keen, Finn, and Baby Junior.
Notice how far Jarek slowly scooched his ass away.
Yes.
Put some walls in between this.
Yes.
I add my parkour. That cool.
Yes, it is.
Mercenary, bounty hunter, dragon. What should I add?
I'd probably add dragon if I were you.
Okay.
I'm glad that even at level 8, after all the time our group has traveled together, Jarek's like, I could fix this. He wouldn't listen to me anyway.
And Baby Junior?
Probably would.
Oh, Baby Junior. Let me quick bring up her newly updated. Well, I mean, how do I roll for Baby Junior?
Okay, you know what? I'll just narrate for Baby Junior because that's right. They don't have skills.
Yeah.
Baby Junior has no skills. Nothing marketable.
Finn and Baby Junior, as Keen slams the phylactery on the ground, it shatters, and in a strong gale force gust of wind issues from the shattered vial and knocks both Finn and Baby Junior on their butts. Keen, you're skidded back a few feet, but you do manage just barely to stay on your feet. The green liquid blood hits the floor and begins to bubble and turn black as little tendrils of black smoke whirl up into the air.
Neat.
Finn will rub her back.
You okay?
Fine.
Jarek, standing over, innocuously, a few walls back, finally calls out. And, the voice pretense stays there, because why wouldn't it, right? Oh, just so you know, I'm very familiar with phylacteries, and when you destroy someone's phylactery in that particular situation, that person no longer exists.
What? Was that what he wanted?
I
mean,
believe
I
that's what he
guess.
said, yes.
Oh.
So you hear Sky from around the corner. If I had died as many times as that man did, I suppose I wouldn't mind such a fate.
Yeah, I guess.
But I think I found what this thing does. And as he bends down, I think it makes keys.
Oh, look at that. Finn will look at the keys.
There are
Maybe
no
storage
keys in
bin.
there.
No, the keys that Jarek threw. Dum dum.
Oh, okay.
I think that hit Cole's chest and then fell to, the ground.
Yeah.
So we still have to find the cure, though.
Yeah, we do.
What if, pray tell, that had been the cure out of curiosity, Keen, and you just decided to uncork it and then throw it on the ground? I love how I'm raising my fucking hand as if Jarek is being an absolute douche, pokes his head
You'll get no verbal response, but he will kind of look at Pearson and go, "Oh fuck."
That doesn't make sense for... Let's just look around, I guess.
You
There's
know, that
so-
is a good point. If it was kept in a place, this might be it.
Yeah.
Pearson doesn't look too hopeful, but he gives a bit of a nod.
Cole then actually, turns up his head and then goes to this cage, actually. What does this person look like? Have they looked like they've been slightly transformed in the ways that we've seen in this disease? Oh, muted GM?
Sorry. No, it doesn't look diseased in that way, though it is difficult to tell because it is decaying, and the people of the disease were quite decayed. This one looks more like a half-rotted skeleton of some large cat. You do see on the parts of flesh that are still there several perfectly circular holes in the flesh that just kind of run up and down it.
Cole's actually going to scout the room for more chests, or not cages.
Okay. There is another cage
Oh.
with what looks to be a corpse of a dead human, much less decayed than the cat. This human also has perfectly circular wounds in their flesh that have dried, crusted blood that drained from them. They've decayed enough that it's hard to tell if it was a man or a woman. But whoever it was adult size but small of frame. So maybe an elf or a young adult.
Cole cock his head towards it, and then go back to the original cage. Go ahead, Finn.
Anything cool on this table, GM?
Well, you don't know what any of it is, so define cool.
I don't know, something that looks like medicine.
No, there's nothing that looks like liquid or pills or anything of that kind. Just a bunch of instruments and trays and dishes and things like that.
What kind of instruments?
Metal utensils look like really tiny knives or pincers or other kinds of tweezers or things like that.
Really tiny knives?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take them.
Okay. There's a collection of them of varying sizes. They look they fit in one hand, and the blades on them range from about 2 inches to about 3 inches, and they have different thicknesses.
Cool, I'll take all of them.
Okay. Right. You take, there's 6 of them, and they
6
run the
tiny-
gambit of the sizes.
Okay, cool.
If you choose to use them, I would let you use them because you're an elf and you work with daggers a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be able to use them at D4 damage class.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else?
Cole's gonna figure out what this animal is.
Okay. Roll me a... I mean, we don't quite have a lore check, but you grew up in a forest your whole life, so roll me your intelligence plus your tracking background and your level. Okay. This is a rather rare animal. You've seen a few of them in the forest. They are a large feline cat creature that hunts from the trees. They're very quiet. They can be very dangerous when protecting their young, but for the most part, they tend not to hunt big game like orcs or elves. Halflings sometimes have fallen prey to them, but they typically tend to keep to themselves, and they hunt small rodents like rabbits.
That's it for me.
All right. You guys would hear from the hole. You'd hear Sky in a quiet voice. I think there's some activity down there. Do we have some way of maybe delaying them coming up here?
You hear a bit of a screeching sound where Cole pushes this cage over.
Cole slowly starts pushing a cage over.
Finn will run over and help, even though she has no strength.
Okay. You guys push the cage. Do you want to try and push it over the hole?
Yeah.
Okay. The cage is whether by fortune or by fate, probably. Oops. Whoa. Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Cole's a
By
genius.
fortune, it seals the fucking hole.
Now, by fortune or fate, the cage seems to be a pretty decent size to where when you push it over the hole, it falls in about halfway before it gets wedged. And Sky nods and says, well, that should hold them for a time at least. But they definitely know we're here.
Jarek, like, through multiple walls, like, looking through things, you know, like the bibliophile, you know, like looking for, like books to pocket, you know, just, like, presses, like, his palm against his forehead and whispers to himself, they've always known we were here. You stupid. Oh, shit.
Pearson nods to Finn. Yeah, anything that compromises their footing. Trust me, it's hard to fight when your feet betray you.
God, may I ice the stairs with the champion ice dragon's breath?
The stairs leading upwards?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
Well, you might want to do that after we go up the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're down on
Oh
the
wait,
floor.
these lead upward? Oh, I
Yes,
thought
they
they
lead
led
upward.
down.
It looks like they go down, but they
if
go
they
up.
led downward, they
Yeah.
would end up leading back to where we came from.
Yeah, that's what I
would
thought.
presume.
Okay. Oh, so they lead somewhere new. Oh,
Yes,
cool.
they lead somewhere new.
Cool.
So, with the cage blocking them and the stairs, I think it's probably best that we get going ASAP.
All right, let's go.
We did just lose Burn, but I'm sure he'll hopefully be back in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to handle this a bit more narratively. You guys climb the stairs. After you climb the stairs, Finn, do you plan on using the ice breath?
I think I might wait till I hear movement coming from downstairs.
Got it. Okay. So you climb the stairs. You find the door locked.
Oh.
Is anyone adept at locks?
Yeah, I've broken into a few places in my day. Let me give it a shot.
You're just gonna let it go.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, Pearson. It doesn't look to be a very sophisticated lock. It appears to be a lock that is designed to keep the average person out, but it doesn't seem to be a lock that was ever intended to keep skilled or powerful beings out.
It looks like just a good old-fashioned manual, like doorknob lock
Mm-hmm.
with a tumbler system.
Yes, sir.
All right, Pearson. How small are the little knives that
Finn got?
Finn has? Yeah.
A few of them are quite small indeed. The blades are about 2 inches long, but incredibly thin.
Does it look like because of thinness, I could use it to mess around with the tumblers of this lock?
Yes. From a player standpoint, they look like small scalpels.
Okay. Pearson will look over to Finn and says, I saw you fidgeting with some small, thin-bladed weapon, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, these. Finn
Mind
will
if
pull them out.
I borrow it? Yeah, I just need one. And Pearson will carefully check with one. And with old, never thought he'd ever have to use it again skill, he moves up to the door, takes a listen at the door, and then begins to use the implement to attempt to pick the lock. Should I roll a skill check?
Yes, please. Use, I would say, Born on the Streets, plus your, I'd say your dexterity or intelligence. An argument could be made for either.
I think this requires more of Pearson's dexterity than his smarts, personally. So, it helps if I actually have a backslash. A 31.
Okay. You very easily pick the lock, and the door slides open. And like I said, I'm going to handle this part a bit narratively. You enter in another level, very much like the level you just left. It is very dark. It is the same layout. It seems to be just another floor of abandoned utensils and experiments and things of the like. If the party chooses to search it, you don't find much that you didn't find in the original room. Different layout, of course, different little odds and ends and tools, but no liquids or pills or magical items of any kind. And this continues for several hours as you, if you choose to, continue to climb up.
Okay.
So the basically, as you guys continue to go up each level of this tower, it looks as if some rooms do still have some light in it, especially as you get further along. The further along you go, the more used the rooms look, the less dust is covered on everything, the less broken items there are. But each and every level has been empty. Until you guys finally get to one door that from the door, when you get close to it, you hear noises from the other side. And you know what? No, I'm not going to make you roll for it because it's not like they're trying to be quiet. You hear, "They're somewhere in the tower. Find them." "No, I know where they went, but find them." "Yes, just do it." And then you hear Nye muttering to himself about incompetent golems.
Finn will look at the group.
Go ahead.
Cole will give a short nod, like he's saying yes to something you've never actually said a question to.
Finn will think to herself, man, Cole is picking up a lot of human mannerisms.
For the first time, Pearson, well, not the first time ever, but the first time in the past little while, Pearson actually gives a genuine smile. And he presses a finger to his lips to everyone. And he takes another sharper listen at the door. It's clear that Nye is talking to something. I want to know if I can hear footsteps of something walking away or coming closer to our current position.
Okay, actually roll me a listen check. Because now, like you said, now you're listening intently for something that's subtle.
I believe we do half of my Forged on the Streets for that,
Correct.
right?
Yes, sir.
And wisdom?
The wisdom or
What's the
intelligence,
skill?
you can use whichever is higher.
Oh,
Because
good.
wisdom is knowing what to listen for, intelligence is also kind of knowing what to listen for. So,
28.
okay. You hear pacing, but from the sound of where the pacing is and the sound of Nye's voice, it sounds like Nye is somewhere in the center of the next level or next room. Pacing back and forth is what it sounds like. Other than that, you don't hear any footsteps.
Pearson's smile widens as he whispers very, 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 very softly to the rest of the group. He's by himself in the center of the room. How about we tell him hello before he can do anything to prevent it?
Finn will give Pearson a curious look.
You weren't there when we first stormed the well, you were doing a different part when we were storming the Dragon Canyon. But when was it myself, Jarek, and Cole? Yeah, it was when me, Jarek, and Cole burst through. He seemed pretty surprised. I was pretty surprised. I suggest we do it again. There's only one entrance, anyway, so I might as well make it quick and fast.
You
and hard.
see Cole's arms slowly go to his back, very slowly and carefully slip out one of his javelins from his back.
We need him alive. For now.
We also need to threaten him.
We
The biggest
plan-
problem is going to...
we are planning on killing him though, right? We're not gonna do the whole "hey, you have a heart now" bullshit, right? Not with him.
No.
Once I feel better, he'll die.
Good.
Suffice to say, his biggest problem is all the golems that he commands with his voice. Do we have any way, any skill, or anything amongst us that can quickly shut him up, preferably at range?
Well,
Without killing him.
without killing him, not really.
Give me a moment, I'm looking through my character sheet.
Plus, we need him to talk, right?
Yes, but temporarily we need him to be quiet. We burst through the door, he yells guards or columns or whatever the hell he does.
I
Then,
mean, I've got these 5 sleep potions, so I mean, if we have a rag, we might be able to douse the rag in the sleep potion and try and put him to sleep.
otherwise we'll just cover his mouth then. It'll work. I was just wondering maybe there was some sort of spell or ability. God damn it, you're a dragon now, so who knows. Suffice to say, I don't know how much longer we're gonna have while he's by himself. Are we gonna do this?
Finn will nod and get ready to ice the stairs they just came up.
Okay. And Pearson's going to position himself in front of the door with enough distance where he can give the area by the actual door handle a hearty kick so he can kick it open.
Okay.
He doesn't feel sick anymore now.
Cole's getting himself a speed potion.
Finn will drink the ice potion or the.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. Do I want to drink anything?
And immediately she's gonna vomit ice on the stairs.
Blah.
Does it look icy, God?
It looks very icy.
Cool.
The ice freezes. It doesn't do like a perfect coating or anything as you spit out the ice in a torrent, but it does freeze the majority of the steps so that it would be nigh impossible to
Ah!
climb the stairs. Yeah.
There we go.
You heard me. To climb the stairs.
Nigh impossible.
Uh-huh.
All right. Anything else? Are we ready to kick this door open?
Let's do it, man.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Before you guys kick the door open, to let you know, because I did handle this rather narratively, and I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. Assuming the level above you is like all the others, which they've all been identical in their layout. Here, let me show you. When you enter the door, there is a hallway here, right? I mean, the layout is the same as you see here. The only thing is that where you guys are standing right now, in order to get to those stairs, you have to kind of go around because there's no way to get to there without.
I can't see anything that you're pointing at.
It's because I'm in the wrong layer. Sorry.
Mm,
Okay, so where you guys are right now,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
when you enter a new level, you enter here, and since the door is right there, you have to go around. Either you can cut through the middle of the room or that kind of thing, but there's no way to obviously go backwards to where you are.
Wait a second. So we know that there's going to be a wall on it. We're practically entering a small little hallway here.
Every level that you've gone on so far since the first level, which has been about 20 or so
Oh.
levels, have been the same layout.
Then never mind. I don't want to smash open the door. I want to carefully open up the door so we can sneak our asses around.
Yes,
Mhm.
I felt I should inform you guys. I did handle it narratively. So every
Yeah.
level has been the same layout. So
Never mind then.
Bless you.
Pearson will bring a hand to the door. Is it locked?
This one surprisingly is not locked.
Okay. Then I'll open it as gently and slowly as I can.
Okay. All right. So give me 1 second.
Okay, I'm gonna use the washroom while you do that.
Sure. Actually, yes, that's a perfect idea.
Probably take this time to P2 and see if there's any...
No. Okay.
That's
Well, yes,
not
the
a
second
perfect
one's-
idea.
The second one's fine.
Okay, I'm going to pee on my food.
Wait, what?
You heard me.
Okay.
The heck? Let's see if I still have that on my character sheet.
I feel like I'm... What's up?
You feel like you're what's up?
Well, oh, I guess other people have left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I saw Piff roll dice, so I thought I'm left in the middle of something.
Oh no, that was my health bar changed, and I was just like, what? That's not
Oh,
right.
it's already over. They've already... Naya's gone.
So it's just like,
Oh.
if that's the case, I'm going to actually roll and use a recovery, and it was actually lower than that, and now use a recovery. Now all is fair, and all the hands are shaken, and things like that.
Did
Like a
Cole shake
gentleman.
hands that I was aware of?
Yeah. Have you never had a gentleman's greeting?
No. Never.
Where we firmly grip our two hands together.
I've
Why are you crying?
never had one.
Mm.
A hand?
A gentleman's greeting.
A hand job?
Whoa. Hang on now.
Whoa! Wait.
Wow.
Don't you whoa me, Mr. Fetish Talk.
Hey. There's fetishes, and then there's that. There's pirates playing D&D, and then there's what you just...
That is the word hand job is not the worst thing I've ever said live on this game stream.
That is very true. I retract my earlier statement. Ooh, I wonder if I can do this.
You did say the word shuffle.
Hey-oh.
Hi-all.
I see what you did there, and I approve.
There's really no way to hide a circular section, so I'm just going to show you guys what you see as you get around wherever you're going.
It's perfect.
Okay.
Hello, Jackson T. How are you?
Hello, what?
Jackson T.
Oh, I see.
Is it Jackson space T, or is that actually a name, Jackson T? Because that's awesome if
Oh,
it
it's a
is.
space.
Aw.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'll come back.
Welcome back, Luigi. So everyone's here?
I don't think Grant is.
Uh-oh.
Go fuck
Right, well-
yourself.
Oh,
I guess he is here then.
So Grimmith isn't here. No. Alright. Alright, so everyone's here. You slide open the door, and you see the hallway before you. So, basically, whoa, what just happened? Why am I not?
Hmm?
Okay, there we go. Sorry. You see this hallway here, and it looks very similar to what you've passed before, with one big exception. It is rather bright in here, and there is no dust, and things don't look as cluttered. It looks very clean, believe it or not.
I don't think I need the torches anymore.
And you continue to hear muttering, Nye muttering to himself in a low voice, something like, "Stupid kind of test. What are they anyway? Why are they after me? Why not the twins? Or even, what possible reason could they be here for me? Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
This is Finn's moment. She begins to tiptoe along the wall.
I have to say, I wanted to wait till, yeah, we had to break there, but yeah, I'm gonna follow Finn's idea and also carefully move along the wall.
Okay. Okay, so, everyone roll me a sneaky check.
I have a cunninger scheme that I would like to use in lieu of my self-check god.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to use the spectral armor. Ooh, because I researched that.
Well, in that case, sir, I'm not going to let you roll. You don't get to.
Damn it!
Or not
fuck you.
allowed.
You guys, roll. Now, as you enter the room, as you quietly start stepping into the room, you do notice that there is a form of white noise that seems to be like a hum. Like a very dense humming noise. It's not very loud, but it does help to conceal small noises that you might make.
Do I use any of my parkour for?
Yes, all of your parkour would work for that.
Yeah.
Squee,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
bounty hunter, dragon mercenary.
Not mercenary, not dragon. Bounty hunter would have to be sneaky, I would think, from time to time. So I would let you use at least half of that rounding up.
Okay. So
Cole failed.
Son of a bitch!
Which, imagine how badly that means Finn failed.
Cole starts flipping every single table, and that's how he gets
And,
caught.
I'm undefined.
Okay. So that's everyone. All right. Oh, hang on. I do got to make sure that the NPC doesn't screw it up again.
Sky, please.
Okay.
Sky. Thank you.
The dice. Okay, part of it is her. Part of it, the dice just have not loved her.
No.
All right. So you guys creep along the outer wall. Nye does not stop his muttering. There are a few kicks and noises, boots scratching on the floor, but they seem to be rather muffled by the hum that you're hearing coming from the center of the room. And you're all fairly quiet. You've been doing this a lot lately. So some of you are getting rather adept at it.
There. Instead of using the armor, I'll use my ghost form instead. I have put an extra special state on my token to fit along with the fact that I can fly and I'm incorporeal.
Finn, if you want, you can go ahead and move your character up to that little crack. You know what I mean? That little doorway. I don't know what else to call it. That opening. Okay. And what you see. Yes. Okay. What you see as you poke your head around is a version of yourself, exact in almost every single detail, standing there, staring vacantly with red eyes, and a version of Cole doing the same thing, and even a version of Jarek standing back there, all standing, staring at nothing with red eyes.
Oh god, I remember this
That's,
out of character conversation about what you guys were gonna do whenever we saw these.
So let
Finn
me
gives a wide-eyed look.
let me actually check something. Give me a sec. Yep. Okay.
What'd you check, then?
Just do you see that, GM?
No, I don't.
Okay, let me do it again.
Nope.
No? Okay.
I see nothing, sorry.
My character's
Apparently
HP
your
and
rolls
my
are too good for me.
my character HP and my clone HP are the exact same. And when I change it, it changes his too.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't even know.
Okay, that's fine. I will track HP in a different way. I got it. That's I didn't think about it.
I can move my clone. There's two
No.
giants.
No.
This is actually awesome then.
If I stab myself, I
You made
win.
them too perfect. You can't see the center room though. You're still blocked by a wall. The three figures you see have not reacted as of yet, and Nye is still muttering to himself.
Well, that's great.
Okay. Well, I have the most cunning. I have an even more cunninger scheme. God, this is gonna be great.
Uh-huh.
Yes, because I know how awesome I am. Part of how amazingly awesome that spell I cast on myself was that I can move through solid objects. I just can't end my movement inside of them. So Jarek, because I used this before to Falcon's Keep, will like poke his head through the wall.
Okay. Give me a second. Give me just one moment. While I look some stuff up. Okay, so. Okay. As you poke your head through the wall, you see exactly what Finn sees. Well, actually, you don't see your doppelganger from where you are. You see a perfect copy of Cole and Finn. And as you poke your head through a wall and look around for an instant, you see Cole's head start to jerk up.
Well, I'm not allowed to end my movement inside the wall, so it can't be anything more than a brief look anyway, or then it'll...
Finn will tug on Cole's arm for him to kind of lower himself so she can whisper.
Cole lowers.
Cole, we're in there.
Cole is stone, just does not move.
You can see Finn from around the corner. Cole's other self moves towards the wall for some reason. Not making a noise or a sound, just walks towards it and begins to stare at the wall.
Cole, Finn will look over at Keen and motion for him to come closer.
What's going on?
There's us. We're in there.
Oh, fucking great. So we're gonna have to fight them, aren't we?
Flying incorporeal Gav Jarek, like...
You have too many qualifiers, Jared.
Flying Ghost Gav Jarek.
That's right. He doesn't take to speaking, he just nods sagely.
Jarek. Finn will motion him over.
I like how her voice is getting shriller.
Jarek, like, hovers in... He hovers through them.
Finn will give a weird look, but, like, doesn't care. We're in there.
Jarek nods and says, I know.
Oh. What do we do?
We fight them.
Jarek. Finn, like, gives, like, him a look. Any better ideas?
No.
He looks annoyed.
Jarek looks over at Cole, and, you know, to get Cole on his side, Jarek says, haven't you always wanted to fight yourself?
Cole looks up with realizing eyes.
Someone who could do the exact same things you could do. how great of a challenge that would be. How would you defeat someone like that?
He leans forward next to your head and he whispers into your ear, right or left?
Jarek says, right.
As he leans back and waits for anybody else to also... Actually, he doesn't really wait for almost anybody else and just kind of looks at everyone else. And
Finn will
gets up
pull out
from
her
being
daggers.
pulled down. Slides a javelin out of his back. Sneaks up to the corner.
He did have the 20, so I mean, if there's going to be anyone who can do this, it's you.
Yep.
Yep.
You can clearly see Finn's doppelganger, and you can mostly see Jarek. Your doppelganger, you can kind of see the back of them sticking out from, from this, from this section of the wall right here. But from where you are, you're kind of looking like this. You can see like that much of him.
All right. Just before I do anything else, is Inferno's character with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Also, where's Baby Junior?
Baby Junior's staying at the door.
All right.
She doesn't.
In that case,
Not stealthy.
Inferno, you might want to move Pearson's token out with us.
Yeah. Sky is near you guys as well. Sky says, she says very quietly to Finn, "Am I there?"
I don't see you.
Jarek says, this was supposed to be a preparation for the champions of ladies, so I don't know whether you qualify.
She nods. She goes, "Okay. That means I'm unexpected. I'll try and keep him from running."
Good.
Look, Cole looks back to see who's ready.
Finn has both her daggers out.
Jarek gives a thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Do a thumbs up.
Ghost incorporeal Gav Jarek gives a thumbs up.
Cole will try to slink with still being in the shadows and being generally of the whole sneakiness. Will take 2 quick long strides over to here and try to throw a javelin down at himself.
Okay. Got it. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Cole, you rolled an amazing dex check. I'm going to have everyone roll initiative. I'm going to give you all +5 to your initiatives. Cole, well, no, yeah. I'll give you all a +5 to your initiative because you are getting the drop on people.
All right.
So
You will have to give us a view of the turn order tracker, and
I maxed out my initiative, that's for sure.
you sure did.
What if God showed us the
I
turn
got
order?
38. That's not how that song goes.
Wait, how much
That'd be a better song.
Hot damn, Burn.
do we got to plus?
I don't even understand.
How about
myself.
41 for initiative? Is 41 good enough for your initiative?
That makes me sad.
Holy shit.
Well, it's because Pearson's bones are too old. He's not as spry as he used to
Maybe
be.
it's because I'm dying.
That
I'm
could be
literally
it, too.
dying. Yeah.
all right.
We're all literally dying.
No, we're not. We're all waiting to die. There's a difference.
No, I'm dying. So is Jarek. On the inside.
this Eric is dying.
He comes from a broken family.
You know, Gav died.
Rip, maybe.
Yeah, it only makes sense if Jarek goes. He
Give me
has to
1 second.
play his character. Gov.
All right, so that's. Oh God, I got to make sure I'm marking the right people.
Mhm.
Now, I will say it's good news of you. It's good news for everyone at home that there hasn't been an immediate reaction to the phylactery being destroyed, so it's possible that they don't know it.
Yep. Anything's possible at this point.
Anything's possible.
Which is
When
good,
you
because
have
suddenly fucking,
friends.
dementia suddenly teleports in front of my face. You're supposed to be dead! God damn it.
Hey, we did exactly what he wanted.
Yeah. Well, it's just the timing of it, right? Like,
Yeah.
you destroyed his phylactery while we're still in the process of using his identity. We've like stolen his
Yeah.
identity.
It's more like Nai's just like, the fuck.
I no longer need you.
Would he really bring in some creatures that he's obviously modified and just to steal his phylactery and kill himself? Is really?
Introducing Phylactery 2.0, I like hold out like an even bigger vial. It's like as big as my thigh.
Oh, well, maybe Pearson 2 is dying as well.
Too soon.
What? He said it!
I'm not gonna lie, I'm personally hoping that me and my doppelganger Pearson will have a... Oh shit, what's that movie with it? Oh, no, wait, I
Face
can't let this... Pardon me?
Face off.
No, no, Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim.
Oh.
The Scott Pilgrim
Oh,
moment where you
yeah.
have the duel, and he's like, I found out he was actually a really great guy. I want to convince this Pearson to kill
Of
Nye
course,
with him.
my golem is the most genetically superior of golems. Look at that initiative.
I thought you were just like I had the image of like two Pearsons staring each other down, piece of paper blowing across the road.
Want to go get a pint? And I get like go to them.
All right.
Nice.
Here's a good question. Now, Cole says he wants to step out and throw his javelin. Do Keen and Pearson want to do something first, or do they want to go after Cole goes?
I do have actions that I want to take.
Okay.
Gather power, activate the metallic protector heritage, gaining 12 plus lightning, and that's it.
Okay.
I can just give away my move action to the needy.
Understood.
I'm just
Cheers.
trying to
You're so generous, Vern.
think. No. Even if I come up with something, it's too late. So yeah, he can go before me.
Okay. All right. So we'll just do that.
That was my gather power.
Got it.
I will choose to ignore that result
Okay.
because it's a may, not a force.
Right. All right, sir. Then Cole, it is your turn.
Can't find my doppelganger. He must be on the other side of it. No, that works for me. Trust me, if he's anything like me, you guys want him as far away from you for as long as possible.
I'm just glad that like everyone lost the mentality of what we had whenever we last discussed the doppelgangers. Get your...
We didn't lose that mentality. I have no idea. It's just, it's always got a... Oh,
You tempted him with fighting himself. How can he say no?
Who says I'm not gonna go for the Jarek one? I mean, come on.
I just need to find the keen one.
Yeah, it's like Keen's
might
just
be
like
very-
relishing it a bit too much.
You know...
Oddly enough, you see Finn going for the Pearson one.
Yikes, that's given some weird signals.
Take this,
I thought we were
my
homies.
doppelganger.
This is weird though, because I was concerned that, and I am still concerned, at least through my character, that watching, even if it's a doppelganger, watch yourself die is probably very stressful. But it turns out this might be very therapeutic for the group.
Yeah, everyone has a lot of self-loathing going on.
Oh, I meant like beating up other people as representation.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah.
We know about your self-loathing.
Cool.
Finn.
The javelin speeds towards your doppelganger, and at the last second, your doppelganger turns his head towards you awkwardly and leans backwards, and the spear just barely grazes him, doing misdamage.
God damn it.
Fight me!
And I need to make sure not to, for the love of God, do not edit the token. Do not edit the token.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
about to say.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
8 miss damage, and that Cole will then see what his particular oil. He should have done this before, but he was way too just like in the moment to do anything
Yeah.
else. Mm,
Like, I can fight myself?
yes. And let's see what his oils. Let's see what his oils do. 4, not bad. I believe that is coat 3 objects to +3.
Correct, I believe.
Enough for 3 weapons, armors, or implements of your tier.
So yes, epic. So you are correct, sir. All right. Anything else?
You can use a quick action then to fucking douse your weaponry.
Oh yeah, quick action. He's gonna do that on his armor before freaking he gets wrecked.
Right, because it'll be a round before you get attacked again. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Before he gets wrecked. All right. Excuse me. Pearson, it's your turn.
Before Cole threw anything, did we hear Nye still muttering?
Yes. Nye was muttering up until the point that there's a thrown javelin clattering against the wall.
Great. Well, let's capitalize on this. You're going with 30-foot moves here, Chief?
More or less, anywhere between say 30 to 35 is about where I draw the line.
All right. So 20. Wait. 20 and then 10. So that's 1 move. Thank you. And then 20 and 10. Yeah, that'll get right by that threshold.
Okay.
Double move.
Give me 1 moment, sir.
Okay.
There's a fucking snake.
All right. As you get down there, you see.
Oh, there I am.
Yeah, you see the center of the room has a giant pillar that looks as if it's made from some sort of glass or clear material, and inside appears to be a large green torrent of energy rising up. And you also see yourself and Keen and Nye looking very surprised.
What's the location of this torrent of energy?
This thing right here. So it's basically a pillar that rises up to the ceiling and beyond.
That might be on a different layer.
Yeah.
It is.
Is
In the
not
center?
here.
There you go.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, that looks like a torrent
My apologies.
from
So
MS
does
Paint.
it block this entire thing, or that's just the
No. It's going
representation?
up to the roof.
Yeah,
So
okay.
imagine it's about a good 7-8 feet in diameter, but it's going. It's a
Okay.
pillar that goes up to the roof.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Just theater of the mind, some shading effects.
I'm going to go ahead and push it to the back so that if you move a token, it'll go over it, and we'll just to save.
Yeah.
So, just as my minor action after seeing this, I'm
Mhm.
definitely gonna activate my Ring of Runes. This is gonna hurt maybe a lot.
Nye takes a free action to open his jaw. Huh?
What?
Hello.
Does he look nervous?
It's the real Pearson. I
Oh.
stay perfectly still.
You're
Well,
still
he
a
doesn't
wisp.
Hang on, for the love of... I forgot to add flippin' Nye to the turn order.
And I had to figure out what while you do that,
Ah.
can someone help me out and let me know what 76 is on ye olde ringy of Roonies?
Oh, right.
For armor?
Give me a second.
For armor, 76 would be as 41 to 60, which means the bonus applies to physical defense and mental defense, and you can also
Sweet.
re-roll a failed save.
Oh my
Please roll
god.
fail save.
Oh
Yep.
my God.
Awesome. So I got +2 to all my defenses
Defenses.
and a
Good.
free.
For a free re-roll and a
Save
failed
re-roll.
save. Yep.
I gotta put. I wish there was a note section or something.
Yeah, you have to put in your name label, unfortunately.
There
Ooh,
is-
that's a good idea though.
Yeah, there is a... you can do it later, but you can actually write notes in your handouts. You can make your own handouts for yourself.
Yeah, but it has to be visible for me, you know.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
I guess maybe I'll use it in my little notepad where I keep my notes.